This is going to be kind of hard to do, and it's going to be pretty noisy because we've got that fan on over there. Let me try closing that door real quick. There, that's a little bit better. I've been going through testing for a drain, and I used my voltmeter on millivolts. And when everything is normal, you should be able to go across the two fuse tabs, the test tabs, and it should settle out to basically 0 volts altogether. And I came across this fuse. I went through the rest of the fuse box, and I came to fuse number 42, and I got a reading of 5.0, and that's probably the highest I've ever seen looking at this gauge and for this kind of test. So I'm pretty sure that's what my problem is. And like I said, all the other fuses I tested, and they come back at 0. And I've tested all the fuses from this forward edge of the box all the way up to 42, and when I found that one, I said, you know, that's a smoking gun right there. The 5.0 is high. Usually if you have a little bit of a drain, it'll read like 0.3 or something like that. And you saw something just flash there. That's something cycling off and on. And just to let you know the size of this drain, if you look at my other meter over here, we are looking at about a little over 1 amp drain. It was reading 1 1/4 at one time, and yeah, you see that cycle? That means something's kind of tripping off and back on. And like I said, I narrowed it down to fuse number 42. And if you look on the gas engine at fuse number 42, you find out that it goes to the RDO, which is radio. And see 42 right there in the center. I'll have to pull the light off of it so you can actually see it. But 42 right there, and like I said in the legend, it shows it goes to the radio. I looked in the wiring diagram, and it goes to radio, rear receiver controls, and something else. And this this Silverado doesn't have a rear receiver controls. It's just got a plain old radio. But the other interesting thing is this truck, when I came to it, we had stuck a fresh battery in it that I had sitting on my floor in the shop, and it's been on it since Friday. Today's Wednesday, and I went out to it and we were at 3 volts. And if you look at the dash is running 90, 92, 94, all the way up in there. And we come up to the radio, and we come up to what, 116 degrees. Move to the left, it goes down. Move to the right, it goes down. Move to the far right, it stays down. Everything is down except the radio. So something has gone on with this radio and just shorted out and drained the battery. I'm fixing to pull it out and see if we can see what's causing it. But supposedly all I got to do to get this radio out is reach up here along the top edge and pull it out. And that's working. Always like somebody's toothpick down there. That worked. That's good. Got to work past this shifter handle a little bit. That's going to be the hardest part of it, to tell you the truth. There we go. Got it past there. Now we got the radio down to that level. And I'm going to get my cordless driver and a 7mm socket and start taking some screws loose. And I got to pull the air conditioner control loose first because it goes over the two tabs at the bottom of that radio and latch it in place. So we should be able to, steady the camera up, pull the AC controls down, and they're not hot. Pull this radio out, and it is pretty warm. And see if I can get to the connectors on the back of it. Pulled one out, pulled the other out. Now I got to try to get to the antenna lead. There, got that out. Now we have to go back around to the front and see if we still got a drain. We are down to 10 milliamps, which is more than great. So really and truly all we should have to do is get a radio rounded up for this thing and it should be ready to go. No more dead battery. It's going to take a few days to get that rounded up. Might do it in another video, but probably this will be it. So Sparky out. And hopefully you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go back and test fuse number 42 again with the radio disconnected. And we've got all zeros indicating no drain across that fuse.